And welcome back, ladies, gentlemen, and those in that marvelous gap in between, to the latest episode of Cursebreakers, where I, your amazing and oh so humble dungeon master, take this intrepid party of six adventurers on their continued journey across the land of Barovia, where, as usual, they attempt to break the curse upon the land. The curse of Strahd. Yeah, I like the drama on that. So, before we begin, let's start with the introductions. We'll start with the one who thinks I'm not humble at all, Steph.
That threw me. That never happened. Hi, I'm Steph. I play Porky the Barbarian.
And then we'll go for Kirsty.
Hello, I'm Kirsty. I play Raven the Rogue.
Then we'll go for Tank.
Hi, I'm Tank. I play Hellweird and fight a rogue.
Then we'll go for Chris.
I'm playing Eos, the human cleric of Twilight.
Then we'll go for Jamie.
Hello, I'm Jamie, and I play Elias, the Bard of Law.
And last but not least, Cam.
I'm Cameron. I play Cade, a smart paladin.
Alright, on the last exciting episode of Cursebreaker. That's a good segue. Cade was suffering from, well,
Just suffering.
technically increased but decreased furriness at the same time. He was no longer a slimy furry thing, but he had grown a tail.
Mascot syndrome.
Some of the party were supportive, other members not quite as much. Elias.
I didn't know.
They did some bit of downtime stuff. Eos spoke with a child who had no soul and tried to learn some more while providing medicine. They bought some stuff and then headed on their way to confront the mad mage that they knew the name of as Mordenkainen. Upon approaching Mordenkainen, he began to speak to them using bizarre names and speaking of an audience watching all, and saying how it was necessary to perform the spell in a vivid and visual way for it to truly work. But after healing his mind, he was much happier to speak and invited them to dine and rest within his lovely mansion, which at first people thought he was still insane, and then he opened a doorway in the air and introduced them to the spell that is his namesake, Mordenkainen's magnificent mansion. And there they got the charm of heroism, apart from Raven, who denied it, and learnt a bit more about what they're up against. But were unfortunately not able to recruit Mordenkainen to their cause. For in his own words, if he was to go against what the fates have decreed, then things would become harder rather than easier. And it is after the party have long rested and are gathering in the entranceway of the mansion that we will resume, where Mordenkainen is present. Now, clean shaven for the most part and bald. He looks to you all. Ah, you are awake, my friends. Once more, I must thank you for what you have done, and hope that I have been at least some assistance to you. Actually, that's a really good question. What level spells can the Shield Guardian store in it? Again, because I can't remember.
Up to 4th level, I think.
Okay. Yeah, 4th level or lower. Let me just have a look at this spell list to see if he would offer any spells. If you so desire, I could place into your mechanical friends there a spell. Currently, due to the limitations of lacking my spell book, I can only offer my Faithful Hound, Polymorph, or Stone Skin. As well as, I suppose, I could offer the Fly spell at 4th level.
Haven't we
We've
already got
been putting
spells?
Revivify into it.
Yes,
I
if
think-
that is what you wish
No.
to keep in it, that is fine. I just thought I
No,
would
we haven't.
make the offer.
We haven't.
No, unless you had 300 gold pieces worth of diamonds.
I believe you've been putting either Aura of Vitality or Silence in it, I think.
Yes.
No,
silent-
Yeah,
that
we
was in
put
my
lesser
ring.
restoration or healing word in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because silence and aura are in my ring.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, yeah.
So if you do wish for another spell, those are the ones I can offer you.
Yeah, we can only do up to 3rd level in the
4th,
4th level in the.
yes.
Okay.
Which is why he offered Faithful Hound, Polymorph, or Stone Skin. As those are the four.
Polymorph.
You
Could
put polymorph in there?
be useful. Is it more useful than what we've already got in there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then
hmm It is.
In which case, with your permission, I will store Polymorph within.
And the
Double.
conditions will be if someone goes bloodied.
Yeah.
There you
Can,
go.
can I ask?
If an ally of ours is bloodied, then he will cast polymorph on them.
Yes. What would you, in that case, what would you like the shape for them to turn into to be?
That will
What?
depend on what level we are when we get
Well,
polymorphed.
you are, by my estimation, you are probably at about the right level of power, where
Where we could learn polymorph.
where the sort of beast that you could put in would be the strongest of beasts, because I think the highest it can do is CR9. I
And-
want to say.
What is the strongest beast? That do you have any? Because obviously we don't know. We probably don't know what a T-Rex is
Let me consider.
Or a giant ape.
or a giant
T-Rex,
ape.
T-Rex or giant ape's good with me.
Yeah, one of those two.
I could.
Giant monkey.
It
Yeah.
depends on the size of creature you want. I could. There is a very large reptile I could turn it into, known as a Tyrannosaurus. I faced some of them on my journeys.
That sounds
Quite
good to us.
Or if you want something with a little bit more intelligence, there is also the option of a giant ape.
I don't know. A big lizard sounds a bit. I don't know.
It sounds amazing.
This
what
is-
it sounds like.
would
I don't
you
know.
like- would you like to try before you buy?
This is
Yeah.
literally going to turn into a King Kong Godzilla fucking.
Yes!
I mean, sure. If you think this big lizard's fine, I'll try it on me.
I don't know, but by the sounds of this beast I've never heard, it does sound like it can only attack 2 enemies, but they have to be separate. Sorry, I was listening to your rambling at your 4th wall ramblings earlier. Something that came up.
The giant ape has a range attack, it has multi-attack, and it can climb, which is really cool.
Yeah.
T-Rex has a bite attack and a tail attack, and it's got a chunk of hit points.
But
Wait,
yeah,
I can turn
they-
into
they
a
both
T-Rex.
Yep.
Yeah.
He demonstrated it on you because you asked it to a demonstration. Try before you buy.
yeah,
I
they
will
both-
try to speak.
Or give me your best T-Rex roar.
Meet the
I don't-
Robinsons. I have a big head and he
I don't know what a
loves-
T-Rex sounds like, James. That's up to you. Off you go, DM.
No. Give me your best Jurassic Park T-Rex roar. And if you say you've not seen Jurassic Park, I'm coming to find you.
It's not hard to know where I live. Rah. I'll give it.
I'll take it.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, Chris. Yes.
Well, or he drops the concentration, turning you back.
That was weird. Did I look cool?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
pretty
the
cool.
noise was a bit weird.
Yeah,
Or
what I was expecting.
Or Cade,
Monkey
how
boy.
do you want to try being a giant ape?
Not particularly.
Well, you're already furry. It doesn't make any difference.
Turn me into it.
Wow.
I'm a step between Cade and not step between. I'm a step away from between Cade and Hellway.
Yeah,
What the
I'm
heck?
10, 15, 20. I'm breaking up over
The
here.
giant ape
No.
actually has more HP.
It does, and it's huge.
I'll waltz
Yeah.
up
Yeah.
and slap.
Also has a ranged attack, so you could throw this.
You're
Throw
gonna
this
slap.
thing at them.
Oh.
You could
So
throw a
you're
gonna-
chair at them.
Let me
I
just
throw
give.
Raven. I'm joking.
Okay, you should now see the giant ape sheep if you want to try it out.
Try it. Go on.
Oh,
Try it.
yeah, I'll just go up and slap him.
See what happens later.
Roll that attack.
There we go.
Oh, that's so shit.
Monkey.
24, which if it hit, it was 19 damage.
I go for non-lethal.
Yeah.
Tug of
But-
war. I pull out some rope and I just give him one end, and I'm just gonna be like, let's tug of war.
Oh yes.
Who is stronger?
Right, strength check from both of you, I guess.
Ah!
This
This
is
is
gonna.
why we get nothing done.
James, I'm going to use a sleight of hand to tickle the giant ape to give him disadvantage.
I don't know.
Okay, roll that sleight of hand.
You probably got a big old bruise on your face.
Unfortunately, Kate,
I do
roll me
have
a-
inspiration.
Kate, roll me a Constitution save.
Oh damn! I should have inspired you. I didn't.
I
even
have inspiration from last session.
Okay, you are tickled. Re-roll your strength check.
Hmm.
I throw a rock at him. Oh, in fact, technically, I do have multi-attack.
You don't know that, but you're in the middle of a
You,
strength.
you still manage to win the strength check, unless you wish to spend your inspiration.
I do, because otherwise it's gonna run out anyway. It lasts for like how long? 10 minutes, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, if it's bardic inspiration, yes.
Yeah, it was. It's Elias gave it to me.
Oh, then it would have run out already because it's been a long rest since then.
Oh, is it? Okay, never mind then.
Oh, it's the next morning. I thought it was still the evening.
Yeah, I
Oh.
didn't know that either. Otherwise, I
Sorry.
would have taken it off or used
Yeah.
it.
I still had stuff to do.
And I'm
Oh.
hiding behind the shield guardian while the tug of war's going on.
All right, I rage.
You
Uh-oh.
could rage and
Um,
roll again.
If we've had a long rest, I have all my rages back. So
Yeah, you could rage if you wanted.
yeah,
Doesn't your rage-
absolutely.
Your rage does extra damage today as well, doesn't it?
That's
Yes.
true. That is true.
And I'm just rolling a strength check. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, come on, come on. Oh,
No. Unfortunately, your anger has only weakened your stance, and you are pulled to the ground by this giant ape, who then has the sudden urge to climb up a building carrying you.
He can try, but he'll get a punch in the face.
I think
wait,
Porky's the least likely to be the damsel in distress.
yeah.
I
Unless
know.
it's a damsel in distress.
Surely he would have grabbed Eos.
Yeah, but Porky's the one who is
Probably.
pulled near them. So, but with that, Mordenkainen drops the
Let's
concentration.
put it to a vote then. We've seen the merits of both.
15 animal handling for the monkey.
I think.
Hmm. They're both really good. I'm kind of torn.
I'm just going to raise my hand and go, the monkey hurts.
That was fun.
Yes.
Both
I
your votes now. 1 for monkey, 2 for T-Rex.
3,
Yeah.
both.
wasn't a fan of the big lizard's tiny little arms. I think
But he can catch things in its jaw and grapple them.
I only had tiny little arms.
Yes.
I vote Big Lizard Man.
That's the third point.
What level is polymorph again?
4.
Fourth.
Can he cast it twice?
No,
Good if
So
you get
he-
into the ring.
no.
This is what I was going to say. You couldn't put it into the ring.
Oh,
No, the
yeah.
ring.
Ring goes up to 5th level.
Yeah,
Yes,
so that would be
but
overriding what you have.
yeah, that'd be
True.
overriding what you have. And if you want a 5th level spell, there are other things he could provide, such as Bigby's Hand or Cone of Cold.
Big Beast Head!
Bigby's hand. Ooh.
Bigby's hand, hell yeah.
Or Scrying.
I mean, we could all
I've got that.
we could always put our spells into it again
That's
anyway.
true. Yeah.
It's not likely that we can come back here and be like, Modernkind, can you top us up?
I say polymorph for Trixie.
That's not a bad call. Bigby's hand could be really useful.
Well, make your decisions. I've got all day.
We don't.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm thinking T-Rex as well if it's like able to grapple.
It can
Yeah.
do one attack. It hits harder on one attack, but the giant ape has multi-attack. Giant ape has a climb speed and a ranged attack, whereas the T-Rex has a grapple
No,
and faster normal
But we
speed.
don't know
Yeah,
this. We know
giant ape.
monkey.
The Tyrannus.
We
the
did.
Tyrannus-
We just witnessed all of the merits of both.
Yeah.
That was the
the
idea of having
Tyrannosaurus
tried
does
them.
have multi-attack. It just can't be against the same target.
Exactly.
I changed my mind. Giant ape, definitely giant ape,
Big monkey.
big monkey.
Right. So
Yeah, that's
Big.
one for
make
each.
a note that within the one
Hold
for
on,
each.
that's two. That's two for monkey, one for T-Rex. We'll
No, I
walk
go
in.
for monkey.
Okay.
Monkey.
We're monkey
Yeah,
over here.
monkey.
It is.
Okay, the giant ape is stored within there. Do you want Bigby's Hand and the Ring of Spell storing?
We don't care.
I'm offering.
I'm waiting for Hellweir to speak up. It's your ring.
It is your ring.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
I do not want to put my. No, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. I'm almost tempted to make it.
Hellweir, do you want it or not?
I think he's
I
Sorry.
slap him.
I didn't know it was muted.
he's muted.
I've been replying like, yes, I will, yeah. And I was like,
Yes,
Okay.
I will.
yes, I will.
He
Yes, I
puts
will.
Bigby's Hand inside your ring.
Just before he does that, though, I'm going to cast Aura of Vitality just to heal myself up.
Yeah, why not?
Did you just say he puts his big hand in your ring?
So I'm going to assume sort of I get a couple of minutes.
I was trying to resist making that joke a few minutes ago.
I just glare at Elias for that comment.
I'm saying it like from around this corner as well.
He also provides each of the party members with a single healing potion.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I love how we all just did that in unison. Just
As a,
woo!
as a thought, it's up to you guys.
Hmm.
But would you prefer it if I had a couple of them, as I can sort of run around and heal people with them as a bonus action?
Sure, you can take mine.
Alright. I have two, and they're one, what are they, James? 2d4 or?
Yep.
Yes, 2d4 plus 2.
Oh, I can't rearrange my items. It won't let me.
I now
Yeah,
have
that's fine, I've got them.
healing potions.
That's true. I actually already have one
Yeah.
from the death house.
Mhm.
Still.
Well, if you want me to hold any, then just throw them my way so I can actually use them to run around and heal if needs be.
Yeah, you can have mine as well.
That's three of them.
Because
Now-
I'll keep one for myself.
All
also
of you have dark vision, I believe. So
I don't. I'm human.
He he chucks you a pair of goggles of night.
Wow,
Yes.
that is most generous. You're
Well, you restored my sanity, so
Oh.
I'm just gonna. I'll pull them over. Does it make my eyes look better?
honestly, yes.
Thank you.
I do actually have a potion for Porky. potion that just has a label on it that says "Get Big." Get a potion of enlarge.
Giggity.
Giggity.
I will in return give him the book from the Death
Trust me,
House because
barbarians with enlarge is
Yep.
ridiculous.
No, but Porky doesn't know what this is. It just says "Get Big" on it, and she's just like,
Get swole.
"You need this more than I do."
Wow.
That's her mean comment for the day. She's good.
I'm bulky under this armor. Okay?
Yeah, so I
Grow
will.
quick.
All I can see is it's like that the scene in A Prisoner Groove where it looks like a skull, but it's actually like a llama when you flick it up.
Yeah.
Llama.
Yeah, I will offer to give him the spell book from the Death House because
He will accept it.
he doesn't have a spell book yet, so he can use it until he finds his.
I still have these black-bound tomes that are 25 gold each. Can they be used as spellbook?
Yes, technically they can.
I'll hand them to him and say, at least you've got something you can use as a spare if you lose one again.
He takes them.
Because
And
Oh, no,
here I
there's
have
3 of
the-
them, sorry.
And I also have the Grimoire of the Four Quarters, if you're interested in that.
And this
Sure.
is why we don't get anything done.
He's just like getting piled of books.
it's like,
It's like he's just taking them and he's just like, yep, mine.
I also have some poetry by the Diabolist. No?
Why not?
To be fair, no wizard would turn away books, no matter
Mhm.
what they were.
and here's an arcane focus of an ornate stick. Here's some silver. I just give him all my junk.
do you just want to? He just sort of just opens up a cupboard on the wall and he's just like, just chuck it in there. Anything you don't want, I'm sure I'll find a use for it.
I will give him the arcane focus though because he could probably use that as well. Because
Yeah.
we just picked it up. I don't know where we got it from.
I also have the Night Descends, and the Shining Script. This one's a good
Okay.
read.
Like I said, if you don't want it, put it in the cupboard.
I was wondering if there's anything to trade for them.
Oh, you want something? Well, that makes sense. What would you like? I shall see what I have.
I'll be outside when you're done.
Got any doggy treats for Cade?
I heard that. Yes, please.
What other spells can you cast that might benefit us over the course of the day?
Let me think. That would benefit you for the rest of the day.
Or have you got any scrolls, perhaps?
Scrolls. Maybe. Let me just check. And he goes rooting about in this cupboard, where everything you've put in this cupboard has just vanished. Not sure where it's gone. Just sort of reaches in and just goes.
The cupboard of holding.
Any particular preference for what sort of spell you'd be after?
Fireball.
Any that you have prepared that might be useful?
Fireball.
Fireball's so unflattering.
Though I do have, if you want a bit less power but more control, I think I have one of Melf's minute meteors.
Say that again?
I think I have one of Melf's minute meteors in here somewhere.
That sounds fun. Yes, I'll most
Right.
definitely.
We'll trade that for your books then.
That sounds like a good trade.
Melf's minute meteors.
What's that?
Wow.
Well,
It's like Fireball, but instead you get like 6 mini meteors which orbit your head, and you can throw up to 2 of them each turn as a bonus action. I think it's a bonus
That's
action.
pretty cool.
But they do they have a lower area of effect, and then you do like 2d6 each. I think it's like everything within 5 foot of them, but
So sort of like a mini Crown of Stars.
in a way, I suppose.
120-foot range.
Yeah, it's a good spell. I like it. I like it just for a bit more control, but he just sort of pauses and sticks his head inside this cupboard, and his head just disappears, and you just see like the neck there. He's just, and you just hear, seemingly from a far distance, "Why do I have this in here? I don't remember collecting this. Well, I was mad."
Porky desperately wants to try sticking her head in this cupboard now.
Just sort of pulls his head out and goes, do any of you want this figure? I'm not sure who it is. Appears to be... Wait.
Oh no. Not another figure.
Who is it?
Just sort of, he's looking at it. It appears to be a
Vaporeon?
fairy of some kind, but not one I
Sure.
recognize.
Is it the one that thing he's looking for?
What collector number has it got? I think
Oh, it's not what
42?
I'm thinking of.
It says
Yeah,
made
it's
in
actually it
China.
is 42.
Ah, I don't think we've got that one yet.
I'll put my hand up and go, yeah, I'll take it.
It appears as he just sort of pulls a string on the back and it flutters over to you.
Very nice.
Well,
I had one of those as a kid. Yeah, thanks so much for that.
he's actually going to roll a history check to see if he can remember who it is. Oh yes, that's Queen Una. That's who that is.
Hmm.
I don't know why I have that. I wonder if
That one's a super rare.
Yes. Not sure how anyone even knows what she looks like unless they've been to the Feywild. Would anyone like to stick their head in the hole?
The hole in the head.
Porky is immediately over and just sticks her head in.
You stick your head in and you just sort of you see what seems like an endless void, but with shelves all over the place, just sort of floating around randomly. And on some of them there are books, on some of them there are scrolls,
Quick, everyone hide.
and on some of them there are figures, and on one of them there appears to be a pickaxe.
Quick, Elias.
I'm not here.
Hide. Oh, good. Okay. Hellway, come on.
But
must
for
have
the
had in
most
there as
part,
well.
it just looks like a almost endless cupboard, like an endless storage area, but far bigger than like your haversack, for example, or bag folding seems to have.
Okay.
When Porky sort of pulls the head out, I want to give it a look. I want to give it a try.
Yep.
I'm going to sort of go like head and shoulders sort of in with my arms as well, just so I can.
Try not to fall in. You don't want to be organised.
No,
It's
but
pretty cool in there.
I do want to do a sleight of hand to try and pocket something on the way out.
Go for it. Roll a sleight of hand.
Wow.
Mordenkainen just sort of goes, if you want something, everything has a cost. You should know this. You've been in Barovia long enough.
I wasn't, but I wanted to have a look at the, and I'll pick up one of the statues and just have a look. I just wanted to see what it was.
This one appears to be a statue of a completely blank-faced figure.
So what's
Like,
this
literally
one then?
doesn't appear to have a face. Well, that's an artist rendering of what a face stealer might look like.
Question, while I'm sort of head and shoulders in here, you haven't got anything that would help us with the layout of Strahd's castle in here, do you?
Oh no, I never went into Strahd's castle, though I did hear that there was something like that in the Amber Temple.
Yeah, we found it, but I can't remember much.
Well, that sounds like a you problem.
Yes.
Haven't got anything that boosts memory or.
Rely on it, right?
mm, either way, I think
Are you able to send a message? Or just-
unfortunately not.
Oh, okay.
I'll put the statue back and I'll come out keeping my hands to myself
Yeah.
this time.
As you put the statue back, the head turns slightly, and it seems to now have empty eye sockets, which it didn't have before.
If you really, really wanted to get the view of that again, there is one convoluted way we could do it, and that is if someone sends a familiar, which I'm sure Mordenkainen could do. They send their familiar all the way to Amber Temple, have it sit on the model, and then we can cast Scrying on the familiar.
The model got destroyed.
Yes. Unfortunately, I don't actually have that spell prepared, and my
What kind of wizard are you?
familiar.
But I'm not that.
I'm a wizard. I don't prepare spells I can cast ritually. I don't waste my brain.
Find Familiar is one of the most quintessential wizard spells, and plus,
Yes,
it
but
would
you
be
can
inside that book.
But you can cast it ritually. So I don't need to have it prepared. I can only remember what is in my spellbook.
So
Anyway,
you have the spell.
I may have had.
There you go.
I just don't at the moment.
He may have had.
Anyway, I believe your time is running short, so you best get going.
Yeah.
Can I see the dragon skull from here?
No, all the
Oh my
doors are closed.
If
Oh,
if accepted, me and Cade have somewhat set off
And shield
Okay.
guardian.
for a bit of a chitty chat.
Okay,
Do we have a name?
go. I believe it did, but I can't remember it.
I'm just gonna call him Ian from now on.
Ian.
Ian.
I think that was it, wasn't it? Shield Guard Ian.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I believe it was actually.
I keep on changing the name, but
Call it
every,
Jeffrey.
every single map it just goes back Shield Guardian, so I've given up maintaining his name.
Oh, sorry. Well, that's probably because I haven't edited the token since.
Yeah, you need to save a token, not.
I
Call
didn't
it
realize.
Jeffrey.
No, it's Ian.
Oh. Okay. Well, if anyone else got anything else to ask the wizard guy or modern cannon?
No, but Elias wants to talk to me.
Yeah.
Yep. So we will move over to you two to see what you're wanting to talk about.
About what he wants to talk about.
So
Yes, Elias?
I kind of feel bad about what I did. I didn't know that you were hurting. I know that Barovia's been hard on, well, all of us, even though I don't show it.
You're about to give me another stupid gift, aren't you? That's going to make me punch you again.
I'm actually hoping to give you a gift so you won't punch me. But yeah, I just
He doesn't
you know,
look convinced.
it's been hard for all of us, and I've been overcompensating to like try and keep the party happy and laughing, and because I don't want this place to really get to us, because if we get to Strahd and we've already given up, we've already lost. And I'm sorry if that's taken a toll on you. I didn't mean for you to, well, have the opposite effect of what I was intending.
That's true, and the time that I've spent with you, I'm somewhat expecting it. However, it was this that I wasn't expecting, so yes, I was taken a little aback, but well, you deserve what came to you.
I did. And it was fun to see you all, like, you know, smiling and retaliating in your own way from my position of which I could not move.
It's nice to see some light in a world like this.
Exactly, and that's what I've been trying to do, because I don't want to be here as much as anyone else. But you know, we've all improved a lot since we first got here, and I pull out the little kid thing, and this is somewhat a representation of how you used to be, I guess. So here, I want you to, you know, whack it as far off the cliff as possible as a way of saying goodbye to, you know, how you were before, your inexperience, and to how you've improved.
What's my experience with voodoo dolls here?
It it's not a voodoo doll. God damn it.
He kind of takes the doll from you and looks at it. Still looking almost like, where's the joke in this?
Well, if you pull the string, the joke is usually there.
Pull the string.
It says something around the lines of "Oops, I missed," because that's what it does, and that's the whole
I
point.
yeet it as far as I can.
I'm gonna, because I'm kind of coming out as I see this happen. No! I'm gonna try and activate my wings and fly to catch it.
I
It's-
fireball. I fireball.
I'm just gonna say, as it thrown into the air, its own wings extend and it just sort of glides.
No.
Also, what air are we talking about? I thought the front door takes us back into
Yep,
the mountainside, so
Yep.
we just got thrown into the snow then.
yep.
Okay.
It's like off the cliff, we chucked it or something. I can't believe you gave it wings as well. No, you can't improve the kid doll.
Thank you, Elias.
Yeah. Just
That was a nice gesture.
I'll start messing with the others more a little.
It'll be worthwhile because I think I'm actually getting shit.
No, you're improving. I mean, when was the last time that you missed in serious battle? It's been a long while.
That's a good point. It just do you know what? I'm starting to think it's more of a social anxiety thing because whenever I'm around people, it's when I tend to freeze up and things tend to go wrong. But when I'm focused in battle, I seem to be perfect. Maybe that's it.
Maybe.
Maybe I'm losing my touch.
No.
Nah.
Don't- As I said, don't let this place get to you. If we get to Strahd and we've already started to give up, we're not going to beat him. Especially if you're the one that wants to get the final blow. This glorious hero that Eos keeps bigging up.
Yeah, she keeps on saying that, doesn't she?
It's one of us, apparently. Could you imagine me getting the last hit? Yeah, I know.
More like you getting a hit because all you just stand at the back.
Yeah. Well, once again, I very much appreciate it. You're a
Yeah.
dick, but you're alright.
You too, buddy.
I punch him in the arm.
And I just, if I see anyone coming out of the like thing behind, because we've obviously been walking, I'll just message them and be like, "Hurry up, guys!"
And I'll make sure to ensure that you get out of here alive. Like the rest of you.
Oh, I already got covered.
Alright,
Yep.
dickhead.
So
Shut
the
up, Elias.
is there anything that Porkkill Raven would like to do before leaving the mansion?
No.
Nope.
Okay, so with that, then the party leave the mansion, and the door closes behind them with no sign of the actual door, but just the words emblazoned in every spoken language. Good luck.
That man knows way too many languages.
Yeah, maybe you should focus more on spells.
Strange, strange that he is giving us a good luck wish when he believes in fate.
Well, bit of luck never hurts, does it?
Is that funny?
Alright, let me return you back to the mountain path. Actually, I'm just going to return you to the world map. You don't need to be on the mountain pass, really.
Yeah.
So put you up where you actually are.
I gotta delete one of my toys off my list.
Yes, yes,
No.
you do.
One less toy.
So, what are the
You just
parts
you can just unequip it, and this goes grayed out. That's what I did with my books, so at least the memory's there.
So the memories there. So
In
we
fact, oh, no, never mind.
so we take our way to.
Yep, onwards.
Well, technically, where we have been put on the map is nowhere near where we actually are. We're like over
No.
here.
Yeah, we're over here, aren't we?
Over where?
Over where it says Mount Baratok.
Yeah,
Actually-
true.
We're actually north of Ravenloft.
Yeah, but Mount Baratot's quite a vast mountain range, so I'm just going to say you're there.
So
Jesus.
that's much longer than we expected.
Okay, God.
Yeah.
Fuck it, you can just be there. I don't care. It's the point.
All
you,
right.
you went in up here, but you come out up there somehow.
It doesn't matter. So long as even if it's just like there, it's like
It doesn't particularly matter. Let's get
Well,
onto the road and
Yeah.
and try and get there. I don't think there is any roads.
no, it's just
Not from
mountains.
where
We'll
you
have to
are.
go down river. How did we even get here?
By boat.
Yeah, we got by boat, so I'm assuming we went like that way across
Oh, we'll go back to our boat then.
and just like
Yep.
we could just like swim down this way.
Sail back down.
Yeah.
Tell us if you need us to stop. And
No.
yeah, we'll shore up here.
Okay.
Past Lake
just
Zarovich.
stop there a moment.
Okay.
Roll to see if you get anything.
Cracking.
Nope.
Okay.
You're fine.
And we shall begin heading east around the trail. Familiar trail. We've traveled before on this road. Although we were in a bit of a hurry last time.
Yep. At this point, you can do 24 miles in a day if memory serves correctly. So that's like 5, 6. Honestly, yeah, you can probably, to be honest, make it all the way to like here-ish, I would say, without right.
We would travel by boat for
Yeah.
half of that journey as well.
It'd be slower in the boat probably than.
Yeah, it depends who's rowing.
But I think maybe because we got 2 days left, we should camp out at the windmill and stake out until we see Strahd disappear. And if we don't see,
It might be the case that he's already left.
Yeah.
And don't forget, Strahd can appear anywhere he
I was
wants
just
in this
about to
land.
say that because that's what I was told or read, wasn't it, James?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Just-
you can appear and disappear at will all across this land.
Well, we know he's appeared in multiple places, just randomly.
yeah, we just know he's definitely not going to be in Ravenloft. You know, the day that I said.
Well, that's assuming he keeps his appointment.
Yeah, assuming he keeps his appointment.
And what do we see when we come to this part?
So, as you come to that point, Parked at the fork in the road, pointed east, is a large black carriage drawn by 2 black horses. The horses snort puffs of steamy breath into the chill mountain air. The side door of the carriage swings open silently.
This harkens back, doesn't it? Do you remember?
Yeah. This same thing happened when we were passing here last time.
Almost as if it was an invitation, one we never took up.
Mm,
Well, it'd save us the walk, wouldn't it?
I don't.
You're
think...
seriously thinking we get in this thing?
If it's here while we're here, then obviously he knows we're on our way.
This has always been parked here.
Sorry, James, was it parked here or did it sort of appear as we sort of arrived?
Parked there. It seems to be waiting. It opened as you arrived.
Maybe that's just like a, if anyone gets in distance of it, it happens sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily for us, but for anyone who is, you know, willingly enough to go in. I'll use those words.
That's what I've come to believe, anyway. Don't know about this, but if we take this carriage, it's likely that we'll be inducted somewhere more official, like at an official entrance. That'll definitely give us a way.
In all honesty, I know, but he probably knows we're already on our way. He's got, as we found out, he's got eyes and ears everywhere. He knows what goes on in the land. He knows where we've been just as we arrive.
He knows if you've been naughty or nice.
Yes.
Santa Claus.
Look what happened at the tower. I forgot the name of the bloody tower. Argenvost. We were there not half an hour, and we had a coffin with my name on it up here.
Okay, but let's assume that he doesn't know. What would be the better option in this case?
He
That's what I
probably
thought.
knows what our plans are before
And
we
let's
even know what they are.
assume that he doesn't know. The best option is to not take this carriage.
Yeah, the most we can do is hope that he doesn't know.
Oh, I hope he doesn't, but with everything that's gone on, it's more than just coincidence.
I mean, if that's the case, then why did we wait a whole week? We might as well just set off straight away.
Exactly. We're minimizing the chances that he is here.
Yeah,
We're not saying this is a foolproof plan, but it's the best chance we have. And by going inside this cart and just arriving at the front gates, announcing our presence, it kind of undermines all our efforts.
I see your point. We'll walk up there then.
All right.
So you're going to follow the path along. As you walk past, the carriage door closes.
Wait, is there a distance to it? Like if I step closer to it again, does it open again?
Indeed.
Oh,
And
here
then-
we go.
And then if I step away, like
Yeah, here we go.
5 foot,
I grab Elias. No time for games. Come on.
no, it just proves our theory.
I'm going to send the hellhound towards the door.
Oh my god, no, right.
Yeah,
It's not a toy.
It does open for the hellhound.
Okay,
Sorry.
and we
Okay then.
let's carry on before we get distracted.
Yeah, I'll call it back. Come on, boy.
Right.
Come here, boy. I'll just look
Let
up to
me
look,
just
not
check.
you,
Hold
Kay.
up. Hold
So
up.
when we
I'm
get
not going right up to the front here. I want to wait until I can see it clearer, and then see what we can see.
So, do you still have the locate object spell?
I do. I also have a spyglass, which I'm intending to use right now.
Okay.
it is forest and craggy mountain peaks, so it's hard to get a clear sight of Ravenloft.
Once we get a clear sight, maybe about here, I want to use the spyglass.
Okay. After winding through the forest and craggy mountain peaks, the road takes a sudden turn to the east, and the startling, awesome presence of Castle Ravenloft towers before you.
Yeah.
In front of you, at distance, you can see guard towers, and beyond that, a precipice of a 50-foot wide fog-filled chasm that disappears into unknown depths.
What is that, like a moat?
Seemingly, yes, but a chasm doesn't look like there's water. It just looks like all you can see is mist.
I think we should do what we did with Argenvoss, but also use your locate object to find the closest point where the skull is that we're looking for.
Right, okay. So one of the towers. First things first, we need to see if there's any defenses, guards. I would like to use the spyglass to scan the parapets and tower windows.
I'll inspire you.
Okay, so you can see a lowered drawbridge of old, shored-up wooden beams stretching across the chasm between you and an archway to the courtyard. The chains of the drawbridge appear rusty. From atop the high wall, stone gargoyles seem to stare out at you out with their hollow eye sockets and grin hideously.
Ooh.
A rotting wooden portcullis green with growth hangs above the entry tunnel. Beyond this location, which you can still actually probably see, to be honest, with the spyglass, the main doors of Ravenloft stand open. A rich, warm light spills from within.
So someone's home?
Seemingly.
But he doesn't live alone, right?
Well, no, but just important to note, he hasn't just shut shop and invited everyone from his castle to come to the wedding. Also, those gargoyles look like bad news.
Yeah.
Do we have any ways to approach stealthily?
I mean, if I can see where we need to go, I can take me and one other person.
Mm-hmm.
Like 500 feet.
That's a no then. Okay, I'm going to cast, or rather, channel. Going to channel Divinity, Twilight Sanctuary.
Okay.
And I'm going to say we only have a minute to approach the castle. So let's get closer. I will shroud us in dim light, effectively. Oh, wait, have I got darkness as well? Let's check. That might even be better. No, I don't have darkness. Okay. No, this is the best I can do. I'm saying that we've got effectively a minute. We're going to try and get to the front gates and through them.
Okay.
I don't know if there's any other option.
We could send something at the gargoyles to draw them away.
To distract them. That's a good idea as well. What, like
a construct, my nutcracker.
Yeah.
Or if we've got
See,
anything.
okay, yeah. All right. Send off a little scout then first. We'll be all kind of within, and we know how far we can run in a minute, so we'll kind of get closer, and then Elias, you can summon your scout.
Yeah, I'll summon a stone nutcracker.
Okay.
Did you hear the drawbridge was down?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna get up to the drawbridge. I'm guessing that probably a little bit, probably just a little bit less. Sorry, a little bit further than the drawbridge.
Yeah.
Not quite at it. But yeah.
And I'll say, get their attention, and once they start to take off, run for the hills and over them and as far as you can get.
It just sort of nods and hurries along, crossing the drawbridge. The gargoyles do nothing.
I do nothing. Okay. Interesting.
It's just stood on the drawbridge going, jumping up and
Does-
down.
Does it get through the gate? Does it go through the gate?
It does. It just keeps going. The gargoyles don't seem to be reacting to it. They may, in fact, just be gargoyles.
There's never such thing as a mundane gargoyle.
There is-
I'm going. I'm going to say, well, chances are
One thing
chances
to
are
note,
they are not.
as you have been approaching, the weather is worsening. Dismal rain begins to fall, and lightning begins to flash through the sky with peals of thunder that seem to make the very environment shudder.
No.
Okay.
Oh no.
Hmm.
Are we gonna?
All right, that's ominous. What do you guys think then? Should we just walk in? Doesn't look like there was any hassle for the construct.
I think we should still be stealthy about it, but we
Yeah.
should go in.
Okay. It's going to be hard to be stealthy when there's only a drawbridge to.
Yeah, if everyone
hide
else
behind.
agrees with that. Well, there might be others. Who knows?
I'm just trying to see if I can.
I won't bother using Channel Divinity. It's not really a stealthy thing. Now that I think about it.
Anybody else have any ideas?
I mean, I can roll or try and be stealthy, sneak through, have my echo behind me. If anything happens, teleport to it and run like hell.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I can do that if that's what we want to try.
All right. Yeah, go ahead.
So I roll a stealth. 24.
Yep, you're very stealthy.
I'll have the echo sort of following stealthily behind me.
Yep, roll a stealthier echo. Should be the same stats, I'm going to say. It's
27.
sneakier than you.
It makes sense. It's an echo.
Yep, and it's sort of 30 foot behind me.
It's echoing your silence, which somehow makes it more silent than you.
Yes. And I will walk towards Ravenloft, keeping an eye out for anything that could happen.
Okay, roll me a perception check.
Oh, this will be fun. I have a 0.
As you walk, you notice that the bridge is creaking heavily in the weather, but it doesn't seem to be at risk of falling or anything. The guard towers appear to be heavily worn from the weather, but you're able to enter into the courtyard. However, the closer you get, the worse the weather gets, but only for you. Where the others are, it's still raining and the lightning is sort of consistent. But as you get closer for you, the rain is getting heavier, the lightning is getting more often, the thunder is getting louder.
Okay, I'll sort of wave my hand to sort of usher the rest towards me or
Okay.
over.
Yeah,
We'll try and approach quietly.
we'll
not-
still stealth.
Okay. I'm actually going to say, now that you sort of know this, I'm going to allow you, apart from anyone who's wearing armor that would give them disadvantage, I'm going to let you roll stealth at advantage. The rest of you can roll it flat.
The fact that I'm not actually touching the floor, does that still give me disadvantage?
Yes, because your armor would still potentially rattle.
Oh, okay. So just a straight then.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay, so
Also, I think I need to give myself vigilance. Yeah, I'll give myself vigilant blessing as well.
Yeah, as you're entering, you notice the weather getting worse and worse. The rain is now becoming a torrential squall, soaking you through to the skin. The lightning is flashing all over the place, spearing through the heavens, almost in the case of those like Raven, almost blinding them with the brightness of the light as it strikes nearby. The thunder is almost deafeningly loud as you get closer. But you do manage to pass into the courtyard unassailed. And I'll take you to the map.
We overfought the gargoyles.
Don't count them out just yet. They may be guardians that only activate if something like an army is approaching.
Right.
Also, they could just be eyes and ears. They might not be attackers, but rather watchers.
Yeah.
Thick, cold fog swirls in this courtyard. Flashes of lightning lance the weeping clouds overhead as thunder shakes the ground. Through the heavy rain, you see torch flames fluttering on each side of the keep's open main doors. Warm light spills out of the entrance, flooding the courtyard. High above the entrance is a round window with shards of broken glass lodged in its iron frame. The walls that enclose the courtyard are 90 feet high, and the dark towers of the castle rise even higher.
So
There's a howling wind rushing through the courtyard.
would you like to pop your
My guess is it's going to be inside the biggest tower.
the skull's going to be in the biggest tower? Do we want to get in there quick?
Let's. I don't like the looks of this weather.
Because
Right.
I can allow us to pass through a wall.
There's doors, alas.
But I mean, if we just want to get straight to it instead of having to climb.
Well, first of all, which tower looks like the largest?
Let me have a look on my map. The one on the right.
Just a
Oh,
quick.
Oh,
As in this one?
yes.
Alright. Okay.
Quick one, James. Do we still have our boons from the tower?
Yep. Unless they had a time limit.
Yes, mine did. It was 7. I think it was 7 or 10 days.
Okay.
Mine
in
was
which
8 and
case-
it's run out already.
Yeah.
What?
So I haven't got my swan dive anymore.
Yeah.
Mine's just
As you were told a hint by Mordenkainen where the thing was, I believe. Because you did ask about it and he scried it for you. Where the skull is. And he said it was in the larders of Ill Omen.
yeah, just wherever that is the question. Which is why I'm thinking if we do locate, it'll pinpoint you to wherever it is.
Let's not waste cells. I think we need to comb this place anyway, but I have a very strong feeling that it will be in the largest of the towers.
Mm,
Okay, thanks. I'll make sure to use that. But first things first, let's go cautiously. Raven, could you check there's no traps on this door? I'll tap them on the shoulder and usher them forward.
As you're all looking
you say
around,
please?
all of you can roll me a
Please.
deception check.
Perception.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perception.
Apart from you, Hellweir, because you've already done it.
27.
Okay, Porky, Aos, and
20.
Cade, and Raven all notice this. You look around, and on the gate itself, because there's like a gate that's open, you can see what looks like a green mold or ooze of some sort, but it almost seems to be devouring the metal that it's on, like eating through it. But it doesn't look like it's dripping at the moment, so it doesn't appear to be a threat in any way, but you have noticed it.
And sorry, say that. Where is it again?
It's on like the portcullis gateway, like latched onto it, like eating through the metal.
Did we already pass under that?
Yeah.
Ah. Ooh, well, that was close. Does it look like the same stuff we saw in the Silver Dragon's Order
No.
of Dragon People? No, it doesn't. Okay.
Roll me a nature check if you want to identify it.
They're baby gelatinous cubes.
Well,
They're
we
not
all see it.
cubed yet.
You're all seeing what I'm seeing, yes? What?
They've not matured into their
Are
cube
we
shape.
all? Oh,
No.
Does anyone know what the heck that is?
we all make a
By
check.
the way it's dissolving their metal, it could be the same thing that dissolved the child earlier.
I've not seen acid dissolve metal before. Not during my alchemical practice.
Obviously. Anyone else want to roll a nature check? You can't, Elias, because you still aren't able to notice this.
Well,
That'd
Did I,
be-
sorry, did I notice it, James?
pointed out.
No.
Oh.
You know what? I'll let you two roll it as you've had it pointed out.
Good
Yeah.
try, Borky.
I actually have a book on Barovian beasts and
This is
monsters.
not a
This is like-
Barovian beast.
It would either have to be very weak metal or an incredibly potent acid to go through metal.
Right. Helwyr and Cage, you're both able to identify this. This is green slime, an acidic slime that devours flesh, organic material, and metal on contact. Bright green, wet and sticky, it clings to walls, floors, and ceilings in patches. It seems a patch of green slime normally covers about a 5-foot square and seemingly detects movement below it and drops down onto it to attempt to devour it. But this one doesn't appear to have dropped for some reason.
That was very close.
Yes.
It's
I
green
remember.
slime of the purest green.
You would know that sunlight, disease curing effects, as well as cold, fire, and radiance can destroy green slime. So it seems that this can only thrive here because of the sort of darkness that is Barovia in particular, but especially Ravenloft.
So it's Ravenloft mold.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, yeah.
Are you relaying that information?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. My mother told me about these.
Well, we must keep our eyes above us as well then.
Above, below, behind,
Yep.
each side.
Let's check out this door here.
Okay. I will say that this is an iron-bound door with a built-in lock.
Raven, got a little job for you.
Please. Raven asked for a please last time.
Already
So
given
weird.
them a please and a guidance.
There we go. There's the magic word.
Yes.
Can I escape
guidance.
to give Raven advantage?
Yeah, you can have advantage as well, Raven.
Oh, okay.
I'll assist.
Nah.
Okay, you're
Okay,
able to
fine.
pick. You're able to pick the lock. It's a gate tower. You find yourselves on a flagstone floor with a hollow tower stretching high above you. The mechanism for raising and lowering the drawbridge appears to be in this tower, but because of the identical nature of the two towers, you suspect it is in both. But the latch mechanism doesn't look like one you know. It appears to be carved with strange sigils.
Oh. I was about to say.
Sigils.
Well,
Magical
That's-
sigils?
Appears to be, you would say, based on first glance.
Okay. Here's our resident magic user. who understands arcane runes. Oh, Casimir, could you? Oh yeah. The abandoned.
Elias, do you know this?
Anyone who is proficient in Arcana
Yeah.
can give it a go.
I've
I'll
been
give you
rolling.
guidance.
I've been rolling really bad today so far.
I'll
So,
push him forward. Give him guidance. 19.
nice.
This appears to be a sigil which will activate the mechanism or allow it to be activated to be more accurate. It's almost like similar to Arcane Lock, but it's on the mechanism itself to prevent it being messed with.
Is there a way of disabling it so the drawbridge stays permanently down?
Well, that's how it appears to be set at the moment. It's set so the drawbridge is permanently down.
You just don't want anyone messing with this and then pulling it up on us while we're in here.
Based on the nature of these rooms, it looks like the only way to activate these latches in order to change the position would be with either a command word of some kind or perhaps dispelling the magic on it.
Or a knock spell.
You don't believe a knock spell will work in this case.
Okay. This is
Raven,
on.
Yes.
so you obviously we've seen you're good at unlocking doors. Do you have any
Yes.
practice in it breaking locks?
Not exactly my speciality, to be honest. My job was to, try and leave as much as it was as I found it.
But you must have had some practice while you were practicing to not break them.
Why would we want to break this lock?
Well, as I said, we don't want anyone going in here and pulling up the drawbridge while we're here and trapping us in.
What happens if we break the lock and then the drawbridge comes up?
Not the lever, I mean the door, so no one can get in. They'd have to smash.
Oh, this door.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I see.
I
You'd have
didn't
to
wish
smash the door.
alarm you all, but we seem to be caged in here anyway, so
What do you mean?
where there's 2 iron gates on either side, so
But the portcullis is mostly rotted.
no.
I
on either
don't
side.
see any use in tampering with the locks here, to be quite frank.
Okay.
I can understand your reasoning, but I don't see the need to.
Damn, that would be a fun name for a character, quite frank. It's going to use it in the future, I think.
Anyway, the dragon skull.
Yeah, well, if that's the tower, is that all in the tower? Does it feel like there must have been? There
No,
must be another way to get up there.
it's a large hollow tower just filled with the mechanisms for this drawbridge. There doesn't appear to be anything else
Okay.
inside.
All right, let's try the other tower.
Okay.
What about this door? Does it have a lock?
Yep. Yeah, it appears to be identical to the other lock.
Oh.
So, Raven, you will have advantage on how unlocking this because you've all.
Guidance.
I'll guidance them.
Yeah.
22.
Just literally pokes it in the right place, and it just goes.
It opened, revealing an almost identical room, except completely flipped. So it's just like a mirror image of the other with the same.
Oh wow,
sort of
it's so
mechanism
different
stuff.
in here.
Wow, the
Not
sarcasm.
how you would have decorated.
Oh, certainly not.
Hmm. I look up. Does there happen to be any more slime in that room?
No, the slime was in on the portcullis between
Yeah.
the guard towers, but there's no
Doesn't
slime.
stop me checking for slime everywhere I go now. Okay. Do you want to open up the actual?
Yeah, I can do.
Yeah.
Really add much, but sure.
Okay. Well, that's 2 towers down. I look across Ravenloft's many towers. Any more? Must be one at the back. Oh, bye, Raven.
Is there a front door?
Yep, which is wide open.
What, here?
Yep.
We have dynamic
Literally
lighting.
fiddling with towers
Yeah,
and
yeah,
there's a
the
door wide
dynamic-
open.
The dynamic lighting is for some reason set up really weirdly for this, and I don't like it.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I was looking for a front door.
Yeah, the front door is here essentially, but the dynamic lighting's being weird. Would you like to go in the front door?
Yes, please.
No.
That's kind of what I was trying to avoid with my idea.
Yeah, hell no.
I mean, I can send the doggy in.
But
Can we avoid front doors? We're not here to dine with Strahd. We're here to, well, you know.
I mean, you never know. He could be a really good cook.
All right, cool. Well, you enjoy that. I'm going to go look for the
He's a
actual
count.
dragon
I
bone.
doubt he makes his own food.
Okay.
That's very true.
Looking about on either side of the
I don't know royalty.
a massive wall juts out to connect the out walls of the castle with the keep. A 20-foot high, 20-foot tall archway offers passage through the connecting walls, but is blocked by an iron portcullis.
sweet,
Oh man, this place is huge.
fly
Does there
on.
happen to be a tower beyond?
Yeah, apart from the two massive towers that Ravenloft has.
Yeah, we're looking for a tower with the one we've been told bones are in a tower.
But whichever tower is the place that was described by
Mm,
It
Mordecai.
doesn't say the bones are in the biggest
No.
tower.
No,
No. That's why I'm looking for more towers.
right. I will. I'm just going to.
just to
Um,
else that.
was there not something mentioned about crypts
prepare.
here?
That was for the book. The other card.
You were told the only reference to a tower that has been mentioned to you is that evil waits atop his tower of treasure.
Tower
Okay.
of treasure.
Oh,
I see a secret place, a vault of temptation hidden behind a woman of great
Yes.
beauty. The evil waits atop his tower of treasure. You were told that the bones would be found in the larder of ill omen.
The what?
The larder of ill omen.
Okay, right.
Where they keep all the fat.
Okay, there's a portcullis around that way,
Okay, so we're looking for a large ill omen.
and there's a portcullis around the other way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's almost
So-
like they want the guy in the front door.
Yep, but we could just.
Fly.
The thing is, I would rather do exactly what Strahd doesn't want us to do.
I know. I'm not berating you. I'm just saying that appears to be the sort of impression you're getting.
And I voice that in character as well.
I'm just like, well,
I
there's
say
no-
only bad things can come of walking into the most obvious of entrances, but
there's
Would you like to examine the portcullises, I guess?
I would, yeah. And I'll ask for the assistance of both Helweir and Raven, if they could please.
I mean, I don't see why we don't just go in through the open door, to be honest.
That's what Strahd wants us to do. Plus, I'd rather know my surroundings before we get trapped inside.
Well, you carry on. I'm going to wait here.
Helweir, you can go through this with ease.
Helweir seems to want to.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
So Helweir, roll me an investigation check.
Give him guidance.
I'm gonna need it.
Well, one thing you notice: this portcullis is unlocked.
It's open, and I'll slide it, or do whatever I need to do to open it.
It's a heavy iron portcullis, but there doesn't appear to be anything stopping it opening. Apart from that, it's a heavy ass portcullis.
I'm gonna look up. Is there a slime about to drop on my head?
No, there is not.
Thank you.
And another question is, aren't you able to go through places like this with your echo?
Yeah, I'll send the echo to go through to the other side, and I'll swap places with it.
Can the echo walk through objects?
No, but
No,
I
we
can
summon it.
I can dismiss it, summon it the other side, and then teleport to it.
There you go.
Okay.
It's a bit of messing about, but I can do it.
Okay. I'm just gonna drag you to.
And I don't have a limit on how many times I can summon an echo, so that's
Yeah,
handy.
I'll put you to the other side of there.
What do my dead eyes see?
Right. Let's see what you see. So, mm, you don't see a lot really. This just appears to be another sort of courtyard, sort of an expanding of it. Continuing on,
Yep.
you do see another small portcullis over here, leading further up, which leads into what looks like a small garden.
Right.
5.
Sorry, what was that last part?
Um,
Is it a small garden?
struggling to survive. Small flowers press skyward against the gloom.
Is there anyone in the garden?
Nope. Bearing
there
in
a
mind, just you
Door
are,
or
there's a portcullis in the way.
so I can't see, like, get an angle to see if there's a door anywhere there, or
From what you can see, there doesn't appear to be one.
can I do the same then? Ditch the echo, resummon it, swap to go through to the other side of that portcullis.
Okay, I will. I'll just say you do that.
And it leaves my echo this side in case I need to run very quickly.
Yep. Whilst this is going on, what would the rest of you be doing as you're currently getting soaked by the rain because it is pouring down thunder, lightning? It's not very pleasant.
I'm waiting patiently for Helwa's return.
Anyone
Corgi
else?
is sheltering as many people as she can underneath her poncho. She's just like this.
Okay.
A giant umbrella.
I'll wait for everyone else, but yeah, I've got.
Okay, so let's have
The
a
shield
look.
guardian is probably covering Porky.
Yeah.
Because it's like the only one that's taller.
Raven.
So from where you are,
I mean, if you need a heat, you can all cuddle around the Hellhound.
there appears to be, although there is an actual thing, a pair of large iron gates blocking the way to some kind of overlook. There is
Wait.
also a portcullis which leads north.
What's down here?
There's a large pair of iron gates seemingly blocking the way to an overlook of some kind.
I'm gonna. I don't like being this far away. There's something just there I would see the edge of. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna roll stealth and creep over that way.
Okay. You can get closer, but I will. Okay, let me just see what their passive is like.
Oh, God.
They don't see you or hear you. So you can get to about there, and there's a large iron gate blocking your way.
Mm-hmm.
Which for some reason isn't on the map, which confuses me, but
Right.
whatever. Yeah.
What do I see through the gate? Or is it a completely blocked gate?
It's an iron gate. You can see what looks like a balcony of some kind, overlooking empty space.
I can't sort of see what's in these room areas then.
Not really.
So I can make something out just there on the edge of the map, James.
Yeah, but you can't actually tell what it is because the angle wouldn't let you.
Do I know it's there at least by sound or whatever?
You can sort of see a bit of like something moving, but you can't tell what it is.
Right, seeing that, I'm going back to join everyone else.
Yep. Okay.
I'm not going round the full loop. I'm coming back the way I've been, so I know it's safe that way at least.
Okay. So I'll just move you back to there.
Yep.
With a sigh of relief as she sees how we're coming back.
And I'll
Yeah.
explain. I got to the back of the castle. There's something back there, but I couldn't see what. I couldn't tell what.
Okay. You
And
didn't do
I wasn't risking getting too close.
you didn't do a full loop, did you?
No, what I saw there was something towards the back, and I thought at least I know this way's safe to get back for what information I have.
Sure.
Don't know how tall this is, but when you do come back around, you do see Elias is like almost at the roof, like peeking over.
Well, there's a window above the door that's 50 foot high up. If you wanted to look through that, it's broken glass.
Well, I'd look through that, and then if there's a walkway, like next to the window, I'd carry on walking up to the roof as well. Just
Good.
to scout out
Just
both those.
making sure I've got the right bit of information for you. Okay, it's K25, so that's in that map. Okay. Dim light from the courtyard falls into this great hall through the broken glass and iron latticework of a large window in the west wall. This immense room is a place of chilly, brooding darkness. Empty iron sconces dot the walls. Hundreds of dust-laden cobwebs drape the hall, hiding the ceiling from view. Directly across from the window stands a set of double doors in the east wall. Farther south, a single door also leads from the east wall. Staircase at both ends of the north wall leads down. At the far southern end of the hall, a large wooden throne stands atop a marble dais. The high-backed throne faces south, away from most of the room.
That looks like a place I don't want to go. Carry up to the roof and peek over.
Yeah, so let me just sort of... Okay, so let me just check something, because you might be able to see that. The way this is laid out. I'm just making sure I'm understanding this correctly. This thing is so poorly laid out. Second. No, nothing there. Yeah, the rooftop, you can see some large towers.
Nothing up there. Nothing we should be worried about.
Not that you can see, really. It's just a tower, just the outside of a building, unless you've got a phobia of tall towers, I guess.
No, just checking like the roof because like the roof of Ravenloft had stuff on it.
Yeah, I mean, there's gargoyles, but they don't seem to be moving or anything.
No,
And
they just
there's
like-
and the only thing probably to be worried about is that this building appears to be ancient and almost rotting. Like you can see, like even as you stand there, you can see like as the thunder peals, like bits of dust and stone shake, almost like maybe the tower might crumble, but it still holds strong for now.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump down, land on my broom about 10 foot off the ground, and then just hover down like a skateboard trick, but with a broom.
Okay. And you didn't see any doors back there, did you? I'm
Did
saying
I see it?
to Helen.
Nope, you saw no doorways.
No, I saw no doorways.
Oh.
The entire
Alright.
way around, or at least to the back, because there was an iron gate with something behind it. I couldn't make out. That was off the back of the castle,
Okay.
or off the back of the courtyard, even.
I've figured out that if we walk in through these doors and they close, we'll be sealed in. You still have those pittons. Oh yeah, I have some as well.
Yes, I do.
Nice.
I have 50-foot rope and spikes.
Okay. All right. I've got my shield up. I'm basically stopping the rain hitting me. I'm going to go over to the main door. I'm like, all right, we're going to go in,
Yeah.
but I'm highly suspicious that there's no back doors. If we go in through here,
None that you saw anyway.
no, none that we saw.
I saw
Either
the
way,
I'm actually just going to check something because I've now just looked at the map again and now I'm suspicious that it just didn't tell me something. Which would not surprise me because this is the worst.
I saw some doors in there though, didn't I?
Yeah. No, it's just apparently the building has weird little juts out of it for some reason.
Suspicious.
I'm going to go up to the main door, and
Which is open.
oh yeah, of course. And I'm going to check for traps.
Okay. Investigation then.
And I'll ask the others to aid me in this.
Yeah, I'll assist.
Okay.
You do have Bardic as well still because you've not used it.
Okay. 20.
Okay. You see no traps. But I will say, before we enter and continue into the true depths of Ravenloft, let's take a short break there.
Okay.
I feel that that's an appropriate time. So we'll
Okay,
take a short 5-minute break and then we'll be back where the party will continue and perhaps die. Who knows?
God.
Why do you think I'm checking every damn door in this place?
And welcome back, victims, to Castle Ravenloft,
Not on our
where
watch.
the party are investigating the doors, which appear to be perfectly ordinary doors.
Has anyone got a screwdriver?
Do these tools have screwdrivers?
Screws?
No!
They have.
They have-
What? How are the doors attached? By hinges, I assume. But
Yes, there are hinges which appear to be almost like metal rings hooked onto iron, like sticks, and then like the end sort of splayed out to hold in place to stop someone just lifting it off easily.
So we need a very big hammer and someone with a lot of strength to lift the door.
Well, we've got a
Walkie,
hammer.
you're up.
We've also got a crowbar and a shovel. Maybe you could try pulling them out.
You also have a shield guardian.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we take those split pins out and then we lift the door.
Okay.
With my newfound experience as a blacksmith, can I dismantle this door?
Yes, you can easily remove the door. I'm not even going to make you roll because amongst the party you would easily do this.
Hey. All right.
So, the
Came in handy.
door
There we go.
the door is removed and you are able to enter the room.
Cool.
Uh,
I feel a lot more confident now.
The doors in front of you suddenly swing open, revealing a grand hall filled with the sound of organ music. Overhead, in the vaulted entry foyer, 4 ruby red statues of dragons glare down, their eyes flickering in the torchlight.
We still want to go in here?
As far as we know, this is the only other entrance. Unless you want to do a full loop of the back of the castle.
Let
There'll
me
be someone
actually-
around there.
It might be worth if... Kid, do you want to go for a flyby?
I can do.
Yeah, do a quick flyby and come back here.
Yeah.
Cade does a quick flyby. There are no other entrances on the ground floor.
Wow.
And what's the back area like? Is there any other buildings behind there or?
There's a stable.
Oh, it's just
Oh.
a stable. Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
No.
This is the only way in, everyone.
I'm going
Let's
to
do it.
bring you on to the next map.
Are you really adamant to see if we can give the shield guardian the door to make him have a tower shield?
I mean, it's walking around with like full
Yes.
cover.
Yes, I am. Can we give the door to the shield guardian?
It just sort of looks at its sort of hands, and is just sort of shrugs. Its hands appear to be like shut entirely.
The justice.
They're just fists.
Yeah, but just fists.
Convenient.
Can you like hold
It's
it?
fine. I want to keep these doors anyway,
Like
Okay.
even with fists,
so
you
I'm
can be
gonna
like,
stash them somewhere.
hold it like this.
Gonna stash the doors.
Yeah, I want them for my pub.
Dash. Yeah, just like put it in your pocket.
Didn't you know she's a sim?
A simp.
Good
You store
point.
everything in their back pocket.
Oh. So we can pick it up on our way out.
That's what I mean. When I say I'm gonna stash them, I mean I'm gonna hide them somewhere in the room
Yeah.
and come back for them at the end.
Door pocketed. Fridge pocketed.
Yeah.
To be fair,
Right,
bag of holding.
Pocketed.
So, I will say that
These doors are open.
Yep.
Uh-huh. And the ruby statue dragons?
They're just sort of perched above, just staring down at you.
Yeah, that's not freaky. Okay. We're inside.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. I'll take a step forward.
Let's split the party and search for clues.
Cobwebs stretch between the columns that support the vaulted ceiling of a great dusty hall, dimly lit by sputtering torches in iron sconces. The torches cast odd shadows across the face of 8 stone gargoyles squatting motionlessly on the rim of the dome ceiling. Cracked and faded ceiling frescoes are covered by decay. Double doors of bronze stand close to the east. To the north, a wide staircase climbs into darkness. A lit hallway to the south contains another set of bronze doors through which you hear sad and majestic organ tones.
Can I see this staircase?
Yes, but because you have received an invitation to be there, an elf with brown skin and long hair descends the wide staircase,
No.
quiet as a cat. He wears a grey cloak over black studded leather armor and has a polished scimitar hanging from his belt. My master is expecting you. You would recognize this figure because you have met him before.
Kill him.
Who?
You met
He gave us the
this
invitation in Valaki.
This is the one you recognize from the Amber Temple, who was praying to the God of Secrets.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Your master? Is he here?
He is,
I
or
thought he had
if
a
he is
wedding to.
not, or if he is not, he will be here shortly. Please follow me.
I thought he was at Kresk at the wedding.
Where my master goes and what he is doing is not relevant. He is here, or will be here shortly to dine with you. So please follow me.
I look at the rest of the party.
Yes.
I mean, it's a free meal. He
I-
might just
that all you're
let us
thinking?
go. He may just let us go.
I would like to enter the room because I haven't entered yet, and just hover up a few feet, like closer to the ceiling and in his direction, so he thinks I'm coming his way. Because I don't know what we're gonna do here.
Whatever we do, we should do it together.
We should.
We can't be splitting up. So we all go and dine, or we all ignore this
Go and die.
freak.
He sort of waits here patiently, just sort of watching you.
He's up to something.
It's not like we can avoid Strahd forever. We're in his building.
Exactly.
This is a
It's
good point.
As you're waiting, everyone roll me a perception check, because I'm decided on a fly I'm going to tweak this guy slightly, because it's more fun.
Perception
Yes.
check.
He's undead.
9.
Of course he's
Okay. Eos, you notice as he flexes his fingers for a moment, you see a glint of something like move behind him or near him. You're not quite sure what it is though.
Oh.
A glint of something moving behind him.
Yeah, almost looks like the glint of metal. It just seems you just see it like move briefly, like it's just like a flash almost, as his fingers just sort of move slightly.
Okay.
Cast spell or something?
Yeah, what did it look like? A spell he might have conjured. One recognizable.
You're not sure. It doesn't look like a spell.
Okay.
Do you approach him to follow?
I step one step forward and I ask, "What are you toying with there?"
He looks to you, confused for a moment, and then goes, "Oh, just something I've been experimenting with to see if it is more effective for tidying up. After all, that is what the butler does."
Is it some sort of magic?
No.
That's actually the maid's job.
No. I know that line. God damn it, James.
Wow.
I hate you.
Missing this reference, but I'll ask, what is that? Is it something magical?
Sort of, but sort of not. And would you like a demonstration?
I look around to the cobwebs and gesture.
He flexes his fingers, and you see the cobwebs sliced apart by something almost too thin to see.
Oh. Oh.
Sort of
Not
invisible.
quite, not quite precise enough yet. I merely meant to pull them down. Oh well.
And I'm not quite hungry yet.
Some sort of invisible
Oh.
caretaker or blade or something.
That is one way. So, you do not. I would prefer not to keep the master waiting. So, if you are ready, please follow me. But please follow me at a distance of approximately 15 feet for your own safety.
I can't imagine what Strahd would want to talk to about us. But
Well,
no use talking to you about it.
well, you know, when you enter an establishment or building as guests, you don't just go straight to the food. Surely you get a tour of the place first. What kind of service is this?
Well, in this case, you were invited for dinner with my master. You are not invited for a tour of the castle. However, if you wish to arrange such a thing, I'm sure you can speak to him about it, and I will do as instructed and give you the tour. But
But no,
until then, it is time for dinner.
but normally when you're shown where the bathrooms are, you know, in case you need to.
If you need to use the bathroom, please just ask. But for now, it is time to eat.
This guy.
We're not going to get much more out of him.
I'm not gonna get much out of anyone in this campaign.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I messaged Eos like we either kill him or we go to dinner. What we do? I'll send a similar message to each of them as well to get their opinions on like, are we just gonna kill this guy and go freely around the castle, or are we gonna go to dinner?
I mean, if you message everyone separately, you're probably going to get very mixed reactions.
This is why we need to settle on one thing.
Eos is going to be like, no, we should probably listen to it. Kate's like, kill it.
Kate like killer. Okay, that's interesting.
Well, he works for the person who he's sent to destroy.
Indeed.
I mean, we haven't really got much of a choice, have we?
What
If
do?
we refuse, we're likely just to get booted out.
Or killed.
Or we kill him and then we have
But if
Red
we kill
Castle.
him, then there's no one to report that we are here.
Are we discussing this out loud in front of the guy?
No,
Okay, no. It's his message. But I will ask him actually.
He
Oh,
just sort of
sorry.
watches you like,
Boop.
are you quite done with your secret discussions?
You'll have to forgive our hesitation. But how exactly did Strahd know we were here? Or how did you know we were here?
It is the butler's duty to know when guests are arriving.
In
So, like,
fairness, Eos, we did rip the front door off the place.
And also, Raven, do you actually approach that close to him?
Well, no, I was just kind of moving the token because they're all talking, and he's just like, oh, I'm just going to follow the guy.
Yeah, I kind of lined up as well, keeping that 15
Yeah.
feet.
Yeah.
you got CCTV or something? The gargoyles looking at us?
There are eyes and ears everywhere. There
Well,
is few things beyond my master's eyes.
Well,
I mean,
that seems like 2 votes to go and dine. Even though they have not said anything, I'm assuming no.
at the end of the day, what's the worst thing that can happen? Let's just have a meal.
And we
I'm
get
not
killed.
touching a single bite.
Yeah.
I will say to the is there anything for this one? I'll point at the Hellhound.
There will be food for all of your companions, apart from the Shield Guardian, because I do not believe they eat.
He leaves.
Had metal rings.
So I'm sure we can provide some oil or coal, whatever they require. Anyway,
I don't trust having dinner here.
Oh, no one does.
I'm so paranoid.
Let's
But
just say we're here. We might as well see what Strahd's got to
the
say.
thing is, at this point, the fact that they've said eyes and ears everywhere means if we kill this guy and start trying to snoop around the castle, he's gonna know anyway. So
The thing is, as well, is that the bones we're looking for are in the larder of ill omen. The larder is usually associated with the kitchen where the food is kept. So if we're going for dinner, they're gonna bring the food to us from that direction. That's Porky's logic, anyway.
Porky, you know so much.
It
no.
concerns food. What did you expect?
It's a speciality.
How very intelligent of you.
I'm once again going to ask, are you actually following that close, or are you maintaining the 15 feet he asked
Oh,
you to?
sorry, yeah, a 15-foot. Guys, 15-foot. It's, you know, with
Social distancing, very
I was just about to say
important.
social distance.
How tall is that? Is it to the ceiling?
Very tall. These are very tall rooms.
So I can hover
But
above
he-
him 15 foot.
Probably.
Yeah,
He
just like-
opens the door for you and then stands and then walks in and stands over.
Wait, I
in
don't want
the
to be
corner.
first. I don't like this.
how about some entertaining music, Elias, to set the
I'll go.
atmosphere?
Yeah.
I'll go first.
Well, there is an organ being played.
Oh, join in,
Currently.
Elias.
I
3 enormous crystal chandeliers brilliantly illuminate this magnificent chamber. Pillars of stone stand against dull white marble walls, supporting the ceiling. In the center of the room, a long, heavy table is covered with a fine white satin cloth. The table is laid with many delectable foods, roasted beef basted in a savory sauce, roots and herbs of every taste, and sweet fruits and vegetables. Places are set for each of you with fine, delicate china and silver. Each place is a crystal goblet filled with an amber liquid with a delicate, tantalizing fragrance. At the center of the far west wall, between floor-to-ceiling mirrors, stands a massive organ. Its pipe blares out a thunderous melody that speaks in its tone of greatness and despair. Seated at the organ, facing away from you, a single caped figure pounds the keys in raptured ecstasy. The figure suddenly stops and a deep silence falls over the dining hall. It slowly turns towards you, and I've been instructed to show you this.
so
boy.
so I don't see any doors to the kitchen. Where's the food going to be coming from?
The food is already on the table.
Where's the dishes going to go?
Must behind us, I assume. Like there's a set of
Oh,
stairs going
I
down.
know. I'm just like I'm going off Porky's logic, just like, but there's
Hang
no
on.
door to the kitchen.
Curse of Strahd von Average?
Curse of Strahd. Mr. Curse?
Mr. Curse.
Welcome, adventurers, to my home. I am glad you have finally accepted my invitation.
Did you break off your wedding for this?
No, I know exactly what you just said, Steph, and I was thinking the exact same thing.
I
Let
Will-
me just count all of the adventurers.
I was not intending to attend any wedding. I merely went to observe something. But now
You
I
been?
am here.
Window shopping. Or rather, widow shopping.
And how was the bride to be?
Not
Widow
suitable
shopping.
for my tastes.
And
Bit
Oh.
too fleshy for you.
so you took an earlier appointment, I guess.
Yes.
Okay.
Please, take a seat and eat your meals. I, of course, do not require to eat, so I will merely be here to converse with you.
Yeah, you see, I'm quite full already. I ate before I came in.
How rude of you, Elias.
I'm sorry. I came for a tour actually, but
Yes.
apparently we should have made a different appointment.
We were full up on a cheese board.
Does the food look edible to
The
me?
food looks delicious. It
Porky.
honestly looks like the best food you have ever seen.
I'm taking a bite.
Yeah, I'm eating.
The food is tasty, the wine delicious.
I'm assuming that we're not dining with the actual Strahd.
And what makes you say that, my friend?
Well, you've survived this long, so you're not exactly going to be stupid enough to be dining with us.
But what would be stupid about dining with guests I have invited? It is not like you really pose any threat.
Can I look at his image?
Yes.
Does he look solid?
Yep. But,
No.
Elias, if you wish to explore the castle, you are free to do so, but please, eat. The food is not poisoned or anything, I promise you.
I
It would
flick
be
a,
rude.
Inside check.
I flick a,
Inside check,
I
yeah.
want to flick a pee at him. I want to flick a
Yep.
pee at him.
You had the same idea I did.
Yes.
Food fight.
I'm like, I'm
He
like,
appears to be telling the truth.
so I take a
Touch me
bite
with that.
and I'm allowed to tour the castle.
Yes, but excuse me for a moment, and with that, the figure vanishes.
Wait. No.
No.
Not yet.
A fierce, bone-chilling wind rises up and roars through the hall, putting out all open flames. You hear the screech of ancient hinges and the solid thud of many heavy doors slamming shut one after another into the distance. You hear the portcullis clang shut and the tired groan of the aged drawbridge pulling up. The doors behind you slam shut. And with that, you are in this room. And Rahadin is also with you, seemingly. Actually, no, he would have left during the conversation. He's just going to get out.
Wait.
These doors slammed shut, you said.
I purposely left my echo outside the room, James.
Okay?
I'm gonna go over.
And he
Go over
can't touch that shit.
I can go over to the doors as well and immediately try to open them.
I just look at everyone and
The
go,
door's open.
guys, I think this was a trap.
Do I see Echo Hill with?
Yep.
On the contrary, I think none of this happens to be nefarious, but he's doing it as a sign that he is not threatened by us in the slightest. It's a
Yeah.
power play. He's getting us to question whether this entire mission is even worth it.
Yes, but all of the torches out here which previously lit the area have gone out.
So much for him to dine with his guests.
I
Dark
just ignite the
vision.
poncho as I continue eating.
The food is delicious, and the wine is fantastic.
Hey, I'm still eating and drinking.
But the obviously the poncho gives off a radius of light, so
Yeah.
Cade, the sword. Actually, no, keep it hidden. Keep it hidden.
Yeah, probably not. That.
That'd probably burn his flesh if he had pulled that out.
Keep it hidden.
I'm gonna walk over to the organ.
Can I try and play the
Yeah.
organ?
Yes, you can. As you approach,
I'm the musician.
everyone who's looking can roll me a perception check.
Yeah, I'm kind of on the lookout at the door.
Yeah, everyone who's looking.
10.
Okay.
And just to point this out, I have a passive perception of 18.
Okay, Elias, you are the only one to notice this, perhaps because you have played such an organ in the past.
Yeah, I will.
You notice scratch marks on the floor that suggest the organ can be slid outward.
Well,
Okay. Cade, would you like
Mhm.
to?
I sit down and start playing it.
I think this
And
organ
I'm
would look
gonna
better over here.
I'm gonna say, actually, that's a good one. Whoever gets to the organ first, which I think was Cade, as he said it first,
Oh.
roll me a performance check.
God damn it!
I'm gonna try play
Let
chopsticks.
me play you the song of my people.
Du-du-du-du.
Yeah, it's good. You actually play a very passable song. It seems like perhaps
It's chopsticks.
the band that is that Elias and Helwith or may have found its new keyboard member. But
Hey.
as you hit a particular key, one of the pedals, the organ slides outward about 2 feet,
Oh.
allowing access to a secret door in the back wall that swings open into an area.
That's not ominous either.
We found the back
don't even know
passage.
how to pronounce that.
Where does
does it look like a larder?
Quag.
it look like a ladder?
Gucci.
So we're gonna fly in there, right? Well, go in there. Oh,
Oh, yeah, I'll go in. I'll just
Yeah?
be like, hey, yo, what's poppin', my G?
this is it's like
I see cobwebs.
I see cobwebs.
The castle courtyard is visible through arrow slits in the north and west walls. Leaning against the walls are mirrors of various sizes, some as tall as a human and others small enough to fit in a backpack.
Okay.
Any on the ceiling.
Nope.
Okay, good.
See, is
Apparently
this
they're
like
not in that sort of thing.
is this like inside the walls then?
Seemingly.
Ooh.
Would you like to continue exploring?
Yeah.
Careful,
Yeah.
guys. Stay together, Cade, as I notice him walking around.
A high
I'm-
domed ceiling caps the 30-foot wide octagonal room before you. Frescoes faded with age adorn the ceiling, but their images are impossible to make out. Tall, thin arrow slits look out over the courtyard.
Can I search for traps?
You can. Investigation.
I'd be assisting.
Oh, you said that before I did it.
You
It was a good
you
roll anyway.
you don't find any traps, but this long, narrow corridor runs east to west. Cobwebs fill the hall, obstructing sight beyond a few feet.
I'll just kind of hold an arm out and I'll run back and get one of the torches or a candle and I'll
Are
just
they all-
burn away the cobwebs.
Okay, that is fair. So,
Guys, are you coming?
at
Did
the
you
end
say
of
these-
the,
Go on.
at the end of
Good
this hall,
food.
once you've burned away the webs, you see stairs leading up and down.
Okay. Any signs of spiders?
Nope, no spiders.
Okay. What about
You
now?
but you do see a tiny mini Ettercap give you a wave before vanishing.
I step.
I step on it.
Did you say
It's
these
not
mirrors
weird.
were? Did you say any of these mirrors were cracked?
No.
I'm going to go back to the others because I can see they're still having a nice, lovely meal.
Yep, it's very good food. It'd be a shame to let it go to waste.
Once
In
you're
fact,
done,
even by Raven standards, being the more high class person, this is very high quality food. The sort that when you obviously, before everything went a bit you probably would have had served a lot, maybe even better than some of the stuff you would have. The wine in particular is fantastic, some of the best you've ever had.
I am going to look over at Ales and go, if you're not going to eat yours, I'm eating it.
it said help yourself, but we're moving along.
Oh,
Either
I
get
just
a
grab
doggy-
Ales' plate and start shoveling it in.
Either take it with you or get a doggy bag.
Alright. From the Hellhound.
The Hellhound is all. There's also food that the Hellhound's enjoying. It appears to be almost like charcoal black and smoking, but it seems to be enjoying it. And the Shield Guardian has a canister of oil, which it's pouring down its face.
But isn't it kind of rude to leave when the host is gone?
It's kind of rude for the host to leave
Yeah.
while we're eating.
I was
But
going to say, besides that, we've been given permission for a tour. So
is
we're
that not
taking
right, Raven? Is that not etiquette?
Sorry, too many people talking at once.
sorry.
There. What was going on? Who?
Go on, Chris.
I said, yeah, like I said, we've been given a permission to tour the house, so we're just taking him up on that offer.
Yes, but normally you tour with the host.
Oh.
I mean, I never let anyone roam around my houses alone.
I will say that he did leave, like disappear with a chilling laugh.
Yeah, okay. I just walk away. It's obvious the others aren't coming. Let's do this.
In fact, a mocking laugh is a better description. Like, I honestly don't know how to do a mocking
Spiders
laugh.
now.
A
like
mocking
No
laugh.
spiders.
It's like they've suddenly forgot what Strahd has
What about
done
now?
to the world, done to the people. Now they're sitting at the table eating from his lap.
Any spiders now?
No spiders. And
What
also,
about now?
Kate, you seem to be showing a remarkable amount of fear.
No, this is Cameron
head down
showing
the
quite a
stairs.
remarkable
Yeah.
amount of fear.
To be fair, cause if you say that, yeah, he's still heading forwards.
Yeah, I know.
So, but yeah,
Right, you
I'm
have stairs going
proceeding
down
with
and you have
caution.
stairs going up. Are you going up or are you going down?
Down.
Okay.
And one last time I'll shout to the others, the adventure is this way.
Fine.
Right,
I'll grab a plate, stack it, just pile it high,
I'm
and
just
walk out.
grabbing 2 goblets and yeah, why?
Yeah, I've literally got a plate with like 3
I'll-
persons worth of food stacked.
I'll whistle to the shield guardian and he'll walk past, picking up the chair that Raven is on and carries him through.
Not going to just leave the room.
oh no.
He's not coming back. Why else would he put out the lights?
Look, I'm sorry, but you know my mindset about all this is different. I'm not about to go snooping around his house without him before I get the answers I need.
Oh. Well, why don't we go find him? Because he's gone somewhere.
He effectively slammed the door shut on us and whisked away. He's beckoning us towards him, but this is more of a game, you could say.
Mm-hmm. A psychological game where he is posing as the almighty powerful Strahd, saying that we don't even pose a threat to him.
Lest you forget, I worked with people like this before. I believe that you going hunting round his castle without him is exactly what he wants you to do.
But if
You may
we're
go
looking
if you
for
want.
him-
I am going to wait here.
Well, he did give us well, he gave me permission to go tour the house. So, but if you want to stay and wait, then we can't stop you, and we're not going
And
to
I will
force.
not stop you.
Okay.
I'm going to walk out of the room and I'm going to nudge Porky.
I mean, I'm gonna command the Hellhound to stay with Raven and protect him if needed.
Okay.
And I will say that to Raven.
If that was what you want to do, then that's absolutely fine, and I appreciate it. Thank you, Helwe.
We'll be back soon.
Okay. Which
He's
case,
just sort of stood in the middle, kind of like.
I literally I nudge Porky and just kind of gesture out to the room, and as we push around the corner, I say, you two have been through a lot. He cares about you and you care about him, right?
Mm-hmm.
If he stays in there and splits away from us, regardless of how he was brought up, regardless of his etiquette, he is going to die here. I don't think he
How
knows.
he was brought up. You don't know how he was brought up.
Well, I know that you always say like, I'm so posh. I'm so posh.
And you always look
Yeah.
Well,
fancy.
I know he was brought up wealthy, just based on his.
No, he's just
What was
been
that? Oh.
wealthy. There's a difference.
I mean, we know that Raven sort of,
You've
Up-
also mentioned.
as you'd say, is
Forgotten
upper
about-
class.
He's worked his way up. He was not born.
Oh
And
yeah,
also,
Okay,
you've got
well,
to remember.
okay, well, lives that way, I guess. But
Yeah.
the wrong wording there. Wrong
yeah.
wording.
We. Sorry, go on, Cam.
He needs to come with us. He's going to fall unknowingly under Strahd's reign. And I have a feeling that I don't want Raven to fall under the same fate that the others have.
Mm.
And I'm sure you
I mean, no, of course I don't. But he's said it before, and I guess he probably thinks that obviously, if you're all very very adamant on killing Strahd, then maybe you're going to do the same to him, because what difference is there?
I I hear this and I say, there's one last piece I would like to uncover before we make that final decision. If we wanted to kill Strahd, we would have done it just then. There is something on these fated cards, a piece of information, knowledge. Once we read that, then we'll have to come to a decision.
And unfortunately, my fate with Strahd is set beyond me and him together.
It's not a. It's. Look, you all think Strahd is evil, right?
Unquestionably.
Yeah, he's a
Right.
dick.
Okay. Well, you know, Raven's done bad things too.
Raven has clearly a different mindset, yes.
I mean,
I have not
But
seen
the
Raven
problem
commit
is you have to
acts,
see it
however.
from Raven's point of view, not yours.
but we
I'm
don't.
not seeing it from everyone's point of view. The people here in this land have suffered under Strahd's reign, but I have not seen Raven do anything untoward. Raven has clearly changed from his experiences. He's learnt from his mistakes.
Plus, we don't know Raven's point of view because we don't know the bad things that Raven's done. We definitely know the bad that Strahd has done. Remember the vampire in the basement? What if
Precisely.
Raven gets turned into that?
Or
And it-
setting an entire deadly.
Can I
mist in
hear
the-
any of them saying
Well,
this?
I would have pulled Porky around to, because his initial intention was, you go talk to him. He likes you.
Right.
But of course, if everyone else is kind of getting a little more rowdier about it, then.
Raven, roll me a perception check, and anyone who is trying to be quiet about what they're saying, roll me a stealth check.
I mean, I'm not trying to be quiet because I'm coming across as concerned.
Well, all I was going to say was I
I'm
don't.
just curious whether or not you did hear anything, basically.
Yep. Okay. So you haven't heard anything that Cade has said in regards to this, but you have heard what everyone else has said.
I mean, all sort of Hellway would say is he doesn't believe he's of a different mind to everyone in this sense. He doesn't believe Strahd is inherently evil. He believes he's done bad things. He's not saying he's evil. He's done bad things. if there's a way that we can get out of here without fighting Strahd, hell, we would. That's been his thing since day one. If Strahd had said, "Oh, I can send you home right now," hell would be like, "Yep, see you later, gone." And that's how hell has been since he's been since day one.
Honestly, Hellway, at the start of all this, I probably would be the same, but I've seen too much.
I've got too much to lose to risk dying unnecessarily. I know that's a completely different mindset from the rest of you, and I do understand that. But I'm of the same mind as I have been since I got here. I want to go to I need to get home.
I'm sure you're also under no illusion Strahd is not going to let you simply leave.
As
Yeah.
has
That-
been
this is
evident
what I was
since the
going to
day
say,
we got
yes.
here.
What if
Oh.
he says that you can go home and then he charms you that this is your home?
I can't be charmed.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
He has enforced a terrible reign on this people, on its land. He will have to answer for those crimes. Whether he turns a new leaf or not is not of my concern, but there is justice to be met out.
And I understand that. I will speak to Raven, but you need to understand that when it comes down to it, he may not want to help us.
Then
And
give him an
Strahd.
ultimatum. Say if he would like to follow us and get his answers from Strahd, because he must be here for a reason, whether it be like Hellweir to get out of here, or whether it be like myself to kill. Regardless of his efforts, he is here for a reason.
Or at
Strahd has
least-
not simply just chosen us.
Well, actually, we're kind of here by accident. We're not really here for a reason. We don't know why we're here. We were in the middle of something else. But I will speak with him. But as I said, when it comes down to the final fight, please don't rely on him or hold it against him if he doesn't help.
Eos will, I'll follow you in, I'll say. Eos will follow Porky.
Just as
Back
Porky
down
is
the
about.
way.
Just as
I'm not going to go in if people are going to follow.
No.
Just
I'll
before
be no
Porky.
grudges.
I have something to say to him as well.
Just before sort of Porky leaves, Harry's going to sort of grab hold of their arm and just say, "I won't hold it against anyone, whatever their decision is. I've done things that I'm not proud of, things that I haven't told anyone here. I believe everyone has the opportunity to change, and I won't hold it against you, Aos, Kate, Raven, anyone for their decisions, be
Apart
it
from Elias.
what we want or not."
No.
Okay. I'll come
No.
back down the stairs, and I'll say to the others, this might take a bit longer, by the way. If I'm not back in more than 10 minutes, then come back down.
Okay, so you're going down by yourself?
No, with Porky. But I'll let Porky do the talking first.
Oh, did you say you were going downstairs? I thought you said you were going up. Did
No,
you say you
down.
were going upstairs? I thought you were going downstairs at the stairs.
Yeah, so I'm going back up the stairs, along the hallway,
Yeah.
into the dining room with Porky.
Yeah. Okay. So, I'm not going to flick back to the other map just for that.
No,
but,
okay, so we're there.
Yeah, you're in the room with Raven, who is sitting there, probably enjoying the wine and the food still. Maybe looking.
I
a
would
bit
imagine, probably from their perspective, considering the kind of location this is, and considering his race and how his etiquette behaves and things like that, he probably looks like he fits there.
Yeah. Honestly, Raven looks right at home. His poise, his depth, his manners, everything. And the darkness around him, like the lights being off, has not phased him in the slightest. If anything, he appears
Mhm.
probably a bit more at home.
All right,
Yeah.
Porky.
Strahd's true.
Or would you like
I
me to start?
suppose you've come back to try and talk me into going.
Well, it's important to remember what we're here to do first. We've discussed this before, but I think we need some sort of air of clarity.
What would you want clarified?
This. And I'll pull out the list of the cards, the fated cards that we all made note of.
Mm-hmm.
I say, a card tells of history. Knowledge of the ancients will help us better understand our enemy. The thing we seek lies with the dead under the mountain of gold coin. It is here. That knowledge of Strahd is here. I believe there are good intentions behind your thought process. However, if you wish to also be better informed, you've said yourself, we don't know you, we don't know what you've been through. Well, we don't know everything about Strahd either. And I've not made up my decision. May sound like it, but if I wanted to kill Strahd, I would have struck at him right then and there. So I'm holding back. There is one thing we need to fill in this puzzle. If you accompany us with till then and figure out what this knowledge is, then I will not hold anything against you after that point. Your decision is your own. But we were told this by Madame Ava. We're all part of this. This fate, this reading. So it is in everyone's interest.
Look, it's not like I don't understand what you're saying, Eos. I just believe going snooping around while he's not here is not the right way to do things.
If that is your decision, you can stay here. It's another reason why I came back. And I begin chalking a circle in a 10-foot radius around them. This will make sure that he will only want to talk. And I start powdering it with silver and iron.
Protection from evil and good?
Magic circle.
Ah, knew it was one of the two. Okay.
Selecting undead. In fact, let's go the whole bag. Celestials, elementals, fays, fiends, and undead cannot enter this circle. I'll explain the properties of it. You can stay here for at least an hour. You will not be possessed, charmed, or otherwise even perhaps touched by one of these creatures, as long as they can't reach you.
If that's what you feel you need to do, then
Just make sure the hellhound's out of the way, please.
Yeah, it's over to the side.
I'd look at Porky and give a nod. And then I'll pass the doorway and go back up the hallway. We'll try to be back within the hour.
Okay.
Is Porky saying anything to me? I've left this point.
She's kind of waiting. Sort of, she's still quite unsure about what to do.
Raven's just going to look over her and smile and say, just do what you feel is right. You are your father's daughter, after all. Don't worry about me.
and you won't get mad.
No.
Promise?
I promise.
Cross your heart?
Across my heart.
I go over, potato sack him, and carry him down the stairs.
Yes, Porky,
No, he's gonna-
Porky, Porky,
You
Porky.
promised?
I love it.
Okay.
Porky.
No, you promised you wouldn't let me die.
That is beautiful.
You're not doing this to me now.
And
You're
yet-
my bounty, and if you die, then I'm screwed.
You're not doing this for more than me just being your bounty?
Shut up! And she's just gonna carry on carrying him. You're not dying!
Chaos
I
comes
didn't
down
think
the
I was going to, alright?
I do, alright?
Sorry, I'm just imagining this in sort of a chippy art with like Raven just sort of over the shoulder, and Porky just looking really angry, just like, you're not dying,
It's
alright?
it's not even that she's angry. She's probably literally got like tears in her eyes, just like, no! She's under so much stress because everyone's like, go get Raven. Raven wants to stay, and this is happening, that's happening. She's just like,
No, Raven, are you allowing yourself to be carried down the stairs?
He'll probably actually find it quite amusing, and because it's Porky that's doing this, he won't stop her. Instead, he'll be just like, it's okay, I love you too.
She's probably shaking as well at this point. She's just like,
Yeah.
Why didn't you do that in the first place?
Right.
She wanted to try and respect his decision.
You're pretty
The
Oh.
shield
Be
guardian
surprised.
the shield guardian is
You spent a
wide
spell.
enough
How
that
is
it's
that
sort of
a third level
blocking the.
spell?
I didn't just spend it. I also used up 100 gold's worth of silver.
Well, you know, if you'd have just let me go up by myself in the
I
first
was
place,
waiting. I said, please do the talking
she
first.
wouldn't have done it with you there.
Yeah.
Did you?
Ah.
I had a
No.
whole thing prepared, but no.
I mean,
Well,
seeing
everything
Porky
I
come.
And some silver.
James,
Yeah.
I have a question, and this
I
is
may have
really
an
bad. This is really bad, and I'm so sorry.
Hmm.
What was my Hellhound's command
Oh,
To
to
protect.
protect Raven?
yeah, okay.
Yeah, and I would say that you're based on this thing and the fact that Raven is not trying to fight back and doesn't appear to be under any form of harm. Your Hellhound has taken that order and is just followed along to make sure that Raven comes to no harm.
Good
All right,
DM.
that's what I
Very
was
nice DM.
hoping would happen, but I know what you're like, and I could just imagine you're gonna then turn around, and go, the Hellhound runs up and bites Porky on the arse or something.
Right. In that
So I
case,
thought I'd double check, and I'll sort of call the Hellhound over and say
yeah.
he's a good boy and all that usual.
Right. So after that, which honestly was some great RP moment, I quite enjoyed just sitting and watching that.
The rest of the group literally just see Porky come down the stairs with Raven, and she's just like a toddler trying to hold back a flood of tears.
Could I gift inspiration?
Yes, if you want to
I
gift your
kinda wanna
inspiration.
give it to Porky. for
Okay,
that,
Porky,
'cause that took
you
me so off
give an
guard.
inspiration. Good
I didn't
kitty.
expect that.
It was like, Raven doesn't go back on his word. I had to make him promise.
I just didn't like the way it was going. I thought it was just like okay, you won't be mad if I join the others and go and kill Strahd, and you wait here for him to come back.
Yeah. The long, hollow sigh of the wind breathes a semblance of life into this otherwise featureless staircase.
And we've gone down the stairs, yeah?
This 10-foot. I need to roll something.
Does it look anything that resembles a ladder?
Before you move any further forward, get your butt back there. Get back to the bottom of the stairs. I haven't said you can move forward yet.
I'm gonna walk up to Porky and pin the emblem of the silver dragon to the poncho.
I am the DM now.
Right, let me just check something.
Yeah, so Porky now has this silver emblem of a dragon on the poncho.
Oh, well, interesting. You're getting one of these straight away. Very interesting.
I don't like it when you say that.
Okay. As you are there, sort of waiting, swarms of bats descend from the ceiling. Roll for initiative.
There it is.
It's probably not going to be a very long combat because normally you eat through these things like they're nothing, but you did get a few of them, so.
I have advantage.
Yep.
At a 17. Oh, plus guidance. Because as I said, I've been guidancing myself this whole time. Cool. 20.
Okay, 6
Oh god, there
swarms.
is, isn't there?
Jesus, hell yeah.
I mean, I have a +9 in initiative.
And just for the fun of it, because there's exactly 6 swarms, I'm going to say each swarm has as the face of the bats one of the party members.
Ew.
Okay.
Because why not? Should I roll for all 6? Why am I seeing people twice?
Man, there's a
Why?
bunch of cuties flying around Eos.
Damn it. Why is everyone there? Raven, you got a 14, right? Yeah. Cage, you got a 15. Eos, you got a 20.
Yep, done it.
Okay, everyone's on. Elias, what did you get?
I got 18. It's on there already.
Yeah, but everyone's on my initiative order twice. It didn't clear for some reason. So
Oh, I
and
got
Porky
18.
Yeah,
18.18.
Porky got the 20. Okay, and 21. Okay,
I believe 28.
that should be that. So Hellwith is your go first. There are swarms of bats.
Right.
Let's-
My hellhound goes at the same time as me.
Yeah, it goes directly after you.
Right. Okay then. So I'm gonna move back here.
Yep.
I will pull out my crossbow
Yeah.
and just take a shot at the swarm at the far back.
Yep.
So that is 26 to hit.
That's a hit. And because these are obviously swarms,
I don't get my sneak attack, do I?
no.
I'm within 5 foot of an ally.
No, an enemy
yeah.
has to
Yep.
be within 5,
Yep. Sorry.
or an enemy to the creature has to be within 5 foot of it.
Second attack. I'm just gonna do the same.
Can't with a crossbow.
Right. Okay then.
Because they have loading, you can only fire 1 shot per round. It takes an action. It takes a turn to reload unless you've got mastery.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Okay then. I'm then gonna have my hellhound come on the hellhound to move up and fire breath.
I thought that's where you were going.
So that's 66.
And theirs is a 15-foot cone, right?
Yep.
Right, let me just go into my spells.
It's everything but the back.
Everything but the very back swarm. Yeah.
Yeah, I still... I don't like some of these cones. That still doesn't look right to me. Yeah, but yeah, would be. Okay, so everyone but the most back
That's
one.
24 fire damage.
Okay, and then
You need to make a DC 12 dex saving throw.
Yep,
Otherwise, half damage if they succeed.
I will do so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay,
One fail.
One, two, three, four. I'll say the one closest to the Hellhound get burnt There you go, and I will do the damage for the
The
rest.
rest will take 12 fire damage.
Yep. And that is your turn, I believe.
Yes.
Okay. In which case, let me get the initiative order back up as I closed it. Porky, you're up next.
Okay. Am I still carrying Raven, technically?
I would assume you're still carrying me like a sack of potatoes.
Okay. So technically half movement, yeah?
Yeah, if you want to continue carrying.
You
Raven.
thinking if you put me down,
You're
I'm
gonna
gonna
run back
off
up the stairs. So I'm gonna get to. So I can get. Oh wait, hang on. I have 40 movement.
Can you dual wield an axe and a raven?
I don't. I don't need to. I'm gonna move myself to here, and I'm
Yeah.
firing off a couple of Eldritch blasts.
Nice. At the nearest one.
Yeah. So the one that's like right in front of me, essentially.
Okay. Roll me those blasts. That's a miss.
There we go.
That's a hit.
Imagine Raven's hair was in the way.
Yep.
Well, you decided to carry me like this. It's going to get in your eyes.
Be quiet. You're throwing off my aim.
Right,
He
roll the
pokes her on the
damage.
sides.
Roll the damage.
Oh yeah, that would help. Ignore the rage, so it's 9.
Oh, so close. But that's like almost max damage for you. And that's your turn.
That is my turn.
Eos.
Are they all still alive? Oh no, one's down.
One's down.
Okay.
They're very dexterous.
Hmm.
They're bats.
They're flying above me, right?
They're just, yeah, basically.
That was good. Good work with the Hellhound. I'm going to run in, and I'm gonna hold my action. Is there one in range? Can I hit one?
Yeah.
Okay. All right then. I'll swing my warhammer at one of them.
Okay. Oh, really? Raven, you can't? Oh, I
No,
forgot
I'm
to...
still on the dining room.
Yeah, that's my fault. I forgot to drag you back to join them after. There you go. Should be able to see now, hopefully. Apologies, completely forgot about that. An 11 misses.
Okay. What did I add? I want to go up to this thing anyway. So I'll just run up to the first one I can see, and
Yeah.
try to swing. That's it. It's all my go.
Okay, that's all you're doing?
I think so. Yeah.
Lias.
Fairy fire.
Okay.
As many of them as possible.
Yep. What dex says? It would get them all pretty much. Might also get Eos technically.
Well, I'd put it from like here forwards,
Yeah.
obviously.
Mhm.
Like 20-foot cube, so. The first one passes, definitely.
Yep, so I'll say this one at the back passes. Yeah, I think the rest are failures, so I will just going to mark them with a red dot for this.
So advantage on all attacks against them. And they're
Yep.
very visible.
It is now. Anything else?
That's all I can. I could inspire someone, but I'd rather just.
Okay. This first swarm of bats then is going to occupy the same space that Eos is. At least I think that's Eos.
Yeah.
I see this map. It's kind of tricky to. Oh, why have these been set up so that they have the name underneath them? That's really, really irritating. I know it's a swarm of bats. I don't need to see those swarm of bats. This one's going to attempt to bite you, Eos. This swarm, which is very much less than half the swarm, and it misses.
Yeah.
This sort of Yeah.
Kind of bat it away with my shield.
Cade.
Okay, so I'll run round the corner, and as I do, I'll just look over and say, "Nice of you to join us, Raven. Good to see you back." And I'll swing for the first swarm of bats.
Yep.
Ow, would this headache go away? 21?
It's dead.
Booyah.
It had one left.
Nice. And then I will swing for next one along.
You do have advantage, remember, because with ones the red dots, they're glittering in.
Okay.
I'm going to say pale pink fire. Yeah, that's a hit.
Oof. For...
And that's radiant, so dead.
Cool.
Anything else?
I'll just step in here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Raven upon the shoulder.
You know, Porky, if you want me to help fight these bats, you're gonna have to put me down.
Don't fall for it.
If you run, I'll kill you myself. Put him down.
He will not run, but he will come forward
Good choice.
and get the good old rapier out.
Yep,
13.
that's a hit.
9. And do I get sneak?
Yeah, you do have
On
advantage.
that one, yes, you do have advantage, which automatically gets sneak, and you do have advantage, so you can roll again and see if you
Oh,
get
okay.
a crit. It is a hit.
Crit.
23.
Unfortunately
23.
not, but it's a solid hit. So 19 damage. Of course, that'd be half, but because half, that's 10.
Offhand?
Oh, it's
Oh,
dead.
it's done it.
That
Okay.
one's gone.
Cool.
Yeah, you literally, how I'm picturing this is because it's a swarm with lightning fast jab, you just sort of jab all of them and just sort of skewer a bunch on your rapier and then just sort of flick it off.
And then he'll
Shish
just kind
kebab.
of like hop back that way, and there you go. Hold Porky's hand for her. There you go. You happy now?
Right,
Yes.
this swarm of bats is going to occupy the same space as Cade
Bring it.
because that's how these fight and try to bite you, but a 14 misses. So then this last one is going to also come occupy that space and try to bite you. But misses. They apparently cannot find a space between your fur to get to the flesh. Hell will.
Yep. I'm just gonna be like, excuse me, coming through, pardon me, and sort of come over here
Yep.
and bring the doggy up when it gets its chance. Scimitars. My silvered one.
That's a miss.
I
you
get
have
advantage.
So roll again.
No, I don't want. Yeah. Thank you.
That is a very solid hit. Roll the damage, and you do have sneak attack, so your sneak will also be doubled.
Damn. I mean, it's not necessary at this point.
And with that, that is a very dead swarm of bats. You slice it to pieces around Cade.
I must take a step.
And
forward.
I'm going to say, just for the fun of that, that is the one with Eos faces. So Cade is now covered in pieces of Eos face.
Yeah, cheers, bro.
You're welcome. And I'll take my second attack.
Yep. That's
26.
a hit.
So close to a second crit.
Go for it. Oh, wait, that's just regular.
6
don't
damage.
You don't get sneak.
Nope.
Why not? It's within 5 foot of a.
Because he's already had sneak. You only get sneak once
Oh,
per round.
Yeah. Bonus.
Otherwise, rogue would be broken.
16 on my bonus.
Yep.
And 6 more damage,
Yep.
and then a chomp from the Hellhound.
Yep.
18, so
That's a hit for piercing is hard, but the rest wouldn't be. So it's still standing. Porky.
wow. So just before
Mm.
I don't get my fire breath back.
Okay.
Yeah, that's me done.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see if I can hit this thing again. Fire number 1. 9.
That is a
Fire
miss.
number
So indeed, the answer is 9. That is a hit.
Aha! 8 points of damage.
And with that, Porky has brought an end to this climatic battle. And now for something else that will really drive you batty. That is where we are going to call it for this week. So, keep watching though, because the Last Resort come here up next, and hopefully they won't resort to my bad puns.
Sorry, I'm just finding it funny that Chris has taken off his glasses and his screen just went blurry the minute he did it.
It's weird.
That was beautiful.
I was thinking the same.
Is he going to refocus as soon as he puts them on?
Join us Friday for for Roll for Story, where the party continue their battle against some Dust Devils, hoping to meet the Blue Dragons, the Storm of Dragons, and join us someday for the Witch Hunters with me as a special guest for the time being. But for now, good night, sleep tight, and much like the party, don't let the bats bite.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.